Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Hi, everyone. I'm making sure that we're public. Facebook makes it so complicated to do these things. Okay, there we go. Now, Amy, everybody can watch us that's out there. We're adding sparkle to your day, ladies and gentlemen, on Make Your Day Richer with Amy Mandelj. Good morning, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
I am super. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for spending your afternoon with me. It's morning here, but tell everybody where you're from because it's afternoon.
I'm in Leeds in the UK. We've got an all right weather day today, actually. Nice and sunny, which it wasn't yesterday. But yeah, it's been a good day. We're just at 3 o'clock now, so school kick-out time. My son will be home soon.
Oh, good. You have one kid?
Yes.
One son? And he is co-owner, this is a good segue, co-owner of your business, correct?
He is, yeah. So he actually started it out and founded it when COVID was a thing. It very much, we were shielding. I'm clinically vulnerable, or was classed as clinically vulnerable at the time, and he wanted to share love and positivity with people that were in our position, essentially. So with that, he created some little positive affirmation crystal jars, created the business name. He wanted to call it A Little Bit of Sparkle originally. But there's already a Little Bit of Sparkle clothing brand, I think it is. Tyler was £5.12 when he was born and was nicknamed Tinchy. And that's how A Tinchy Bit of Sparkle was born.
That's so sweet. Has he always, was he the kid with the lemonade stand or?
No. So I think he's always liked rocks and crystals and collected different textures. But through COVID, I also went self-employed. So I left my job because of my illnesses, and started a admin business. So because he was seeing me do that, I think he wanted to be a part of it, as well as making a positive out of a negative situation. And obviously, as a single mother, I will always bend over backwards and do anything that he wants, anything that he needs. So the idea now is I pretty much am the face of it. It goes through my taxes, everything else. But once he turns 16 or 18, depending when he leaves education, it'll be transferred over to him. I'll hopefully still help out with the admin, but it'll be big enough for him to walk into without needing a second job. And then he can follow it through.
Yeah. Tell everybody what is all available through your website and what he's, because I was reading about it, he's literally doing almost everything, like you said, the face fronting, which I think is great. I'm sure he's learning a ton.
Yeah, so it started out with just the crystal positive affirmation jars. And my coach at the time challenged me to do events and fairs. And we very much realized you can't turn up with just 6 jars on your table and have a 10-foot table. So with the research that we'd done to create the jars, we learned a lot about different crystals. I've always liked the different energies and healing powers of crystals anyway. So we now stock towers, spheres, jewelry, you name it, we've kind of got it. Tyler very much likes the animal carvings, so we seem to have more of those than anything, and that's kind of our little niche in the area. But then we're also creating crystal membership boxes from January, to kind of expand it that little bit further, really. But yeah, everything's available on the website, which is
And
tinchybitsparkle.co.uk.
there you go, right there at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
So does he go to school and then he goes to work after that, or what's his schedule?
So he goes to school. He's in year 8. He's 12. So this all started when he was 8. So he's 12 now. He very much comes to the events with me. We've cut them down a lot from last year, just to give us both that time to breathe, that extra time with us. But yeah, he will do the life sales with me and we kind of bounce off each other. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's something that a lot of parents don't have with their children.
Yeah.
And this is where I get the mum guilt from, because yeah, he's established a Tinchy Bit of Sparkle by himself and I'm there to support him, but he does a lot anyway. Because of my illnesses, he's gonna make someone a good husband one day. Let's put it that way.
That's so sweet. I love that. You own 2 businesses now, like you said, leaving your job during the pandemic. What has that been like for you to go out on your own and to establish these businesses and grow them? That's a lot of work.
It was very, very scary at first. So initially, I got made redundant in 2018. I'll give you the backstory. It's easier.
Sure.
I got made redundant in 2018, and the idea of getting a new job whilst having chronic conditions scared me, because as much as companies aren't allowed to discriminate, they do. So it really concerned me that I wasn't going to get another job. So came up with the concept of doing virtual admin for other small businesses to help them grow. And at the time, my mum got in my head and was very much like a limiting belief. You're a single parent. You're not going to have stability, self-employed. You need to go get a job. So from that, I went for like 33 interviews in 2 weeks. And out of all of them, I faced discrimination. I got 1 job out of all of them. And when COVID hit, because we were clinically vulnerable, I got told I wasn't allowed to leave the house. Our house had to be the bubble, and no one could come in, no one could go out. And when it came to Tyler going back to school, he'd never had it where I'd been home before, because from being 6 months old, I've worked. So when he come home the first week back at school, he was like, I really like you being at home. Please stay at home. Please be able to take me to school and pick me up. And that was literally done deal. Within 3 months, I'd left my job and kick-started what I wanted to do. And it went back to, again, what I'd started out in 2018. I'd called it Office Admin Solutions. I hadn't done the background check of the name, because ultimately I got a full-time job. And when I went and looked on Companies House, that was already taken. I always look on Companies House because it future-proofs your business. Like if you go limited and you want to expand, you can't do that if someone else has got your name. So I always start out doing that initially. So then A&T for Amy and Tyler, Office Admin Solutions, was born. And then, yeah, I've done coaching qualifications. I now coach and empower people, and also get them organized and do their admin, as well as then bringing the book in as well.
Yes. And so the 2 businesses are sort of, they're so different from each other, right? What do you, because we were talking about this before we went live, what do you get from the admin side of it and helping people, because I was telling you about my struggles with being organized, and you were like, well, that's because you need a
Yep.
person and not a program.
Yeah, very much. So as much as they're both very different businesses, they do have their similarities in that my ethos around both is to help people. So with the admin, I'm helping people get organized and kind of bring the calm, but also empower people. And I can do the same with the crystals. All crystals have their own properties and healing powers, and they can also help empower people. So it just means that with the crystals, I can do the more life coaching experience. Whereas with the admin, I'm helping people build and grow their businesses, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally does. Totally does. And I just realized as you were talking, I have over here on my desk, I have crystals on my
I
desk.
love it.
Who
Is that a
knew?
little squirrel as well?
It's a little squirrel. So this was a dish that my grandma's brother had in his house, and he died. And I apparently at one time had mentioned that I liked it. So his girlfriend gave it to me after he died because she said, "I remember you saying you liked it." And people
That's
have given me
awesome.
different things throughout
Yeah,
life, and so I keep them in here.
that's
But
awesome.
that I know you also on your website have a free crystal cleansing guide, which
Yes.
I think I need to download because those have been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, so the cleansing guide includes things like doing full moon rituals, and it talks you through what you can do and how you can do it. So with crystals, you can put them on your windowsill at night and the moon energy will cleanse them. And then it'll take you through how to sit and do your intentions after they've been cleansed as well.
Mm.
So essentially, all your crystals could do one job for you for a month. You cleanse them and kind of do a factory reset and start again, and it can help you with another area of your life, which I
Wow.
find fascinating that you can do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
And
doesn't
that's
have to be so, like with rose quartz, for example, is the universal love stone, but that can still help you in other areas if you set the intention. So as much as it covers all things to do with love, you could have it help your confidence if you wanted to.
wow. And that's available on
Fascinating.
Amy's website, which is right there on your screen. When did you decide, or how did the book come up? Because you are co-authoring a book that's coming out in October 11th. It's called Beyond the Ordinary. How did this come about?
So one of my admin clients founded a company called NeuroBoost, and they help people who are neurodivergent in business. So I became a mentor with them. And one of the other mentors is Mandy Nicholson, whose book it is. And I remember seeing a post about it and thought, I'll have the conversation. I'm not sure if I'll fit. Like, I don't know. And I
Mhm.
looked through the chapters and so many of them resonated with me. And had the conversation with Mandy, and she's a very inspirational woman. And it was just like, yeah, I need to get my story heard. I need to be a part of this. I'd never written a chapter in my life. To be fair, English has always terrified me because like getting something on paper makes it final, and
Mm.
portraying the right words. As much as I work in admin, I have people write their own content. So I'm just doing the background things. And I thought, why not? It's my time. I empower other
Mm.
people. It's time to empower myself. And kind of gave it that leap of faith. And very much in my chapter, I discuss how I've never felt like I fit in. And through COVID was the realization that I was neurodivergent. I've not been tested yet. I'm on a waiting list, which in the UK is about 3 years long.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
But rather than waiting and kind of using it as a death sentence, because that's pointless, I've learned to put in strategies and techniques now that are then making it into like a superpower. So I know I need deadlines to work to get anything done. So I have people around me that will set deadlines and check in. And I do that with my clients too. Like we'll have a call on a Monday and go, right, what do you want to achieve this week? And it's very much the same structure with the book. Everyone else was writing their chapters and Mandy was sharing, I've got 3 chapters. I've now got 4 chapters. I've not even thought about it yet. I'm really, do you know, when that panic starts to set in and my brain's going, no, you've still got 4 weeks. We're not doing it yet. And I had
You'll have 4 hours. You still have 4 minutes. Yeah.
And I had to literally, I do it with my uni assignments all the time. And I had to literally kind of program my brain into thinking the deadline was sooner than it was. So that I could get it done, because I knew I wanted to kind of have it proofread and have the opportunity to submit edits. And if I supplied it on the last day, that wouldn't have been possible. So I had to kind of put in the extra deadlines to be able to focus. So,
how does it feel now that it's ready to go out? It comes out October 11th.
Kicking in. We've all got the opportunity to read the other authors' chapters. So I'm getting a little bit of feedback from the other authors, which is amazing. But yeah, it's that I think I'm more terrified of the launch, and not because of it being the launch, just that it's at Social Impact Live and there's going to be a lot of people there. I think I'm more nervous about the amount of people than the book launching. I'm not having to read my chapter live in front of people, so that panic isn't there. I think there's a mixture of emotions. There's excitement as well, definitely.
Yeah. How do people get the book or pre-order the book?
So I can send a link over if you haven't already got the link to pre-order, and it will be on Amazon from the 11th of October.
Okay, good. It's called Beyond the Ordinary. So go look that up. Tell everybody one more time about your website and Tyler's website. We don't want to throw him out there.
You can find us at tinchyBitOfSparkle.co.uk. You can download your free crystal guide, cleansing guide from there. There's also a contact form if you want to contact me. We are still uploading a lot of crystals onto the site. So if there's anything that you can't find, bob me a message and I'll be able to get pictures over to you for anything that you want.
Amy, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me and hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck on the book launch. It'll be amazing. You'll have fun, and come back and celebrate anytime you want.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Amy Mandelj, everyone. We will be right back after this.
You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. 1 month of advertising starts at $200. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Are you an independent creative looking to take your career to the next level? Whether you're an author, illustrator, or thinking about getting into this industry, it's time to step into the spotlight at the Inkpreneurs Summit 2024. This November 1st and 2nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're bringing together the best minds in the publishing industry for 2 days of unparalleled learning and intimate networking. From hands-on workshops with industry experts to interactive networking mixers, you'll get the tools, connections, and insights to turn your creativity into a thriving business. And that's not all. Our Fresh Ink Pavilion is the place for new and emerging authors to showcase and sell their books. right in front of passionate readers and industry pros who are ready to support your journey. Plus, meet our incredible lineup of speakers sharing your secrets to success in publishing and beyond. Space is limited and early bird registration is available until September 30th. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and get ready to elevate your creative career. Visit inkpreneursummit.com to register. Let's give your creativity the success it deserves. See you in Winston-Salem.
I will be in Winston-Salem with you in November. So make sure you get your tickets, because at the end of the month, the early bird special goes away and the 10% off. So there's huge discounts right now. So please, please, please go get your tickets, and we'll see you in Winston-Salem. Hey, I watched this movie this weekend. Has anybody seen this movie, Pearl? I think it's on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure. It could be it's on one of those things. I watched it because it sort of reminded me, it's like an old school movie. Like, it's filmed like that. The colors are beautiful. There's like some Wizard of Oz undertones. And I watched this movie, and one is an amazing movie, and you won't, I don't think, I couldn't guess what was happening next. And it is not a film to watch with your children like The Wizard of Oz would be. It is a movie to watch when the children are in bed. But it's such a good movie. And the actress, I forget her name. Let me put that up there and see if I can see it in there. Mia Goth. I don't know what else she's in, but I'm watching all of her movies because she is amazing. So if you have, I think Amazon Prime or Amazon, watch that movie. It's so, so good. And that's it. That's all I have to tell you. Also, what else is good is Everyday Enchantment, the podcast by Stacey Andon. It's a podcast that I help produce and edit. She has a new episode. We hit 100 episodes of Everyday Enchantment. Congratulations, Stacey Andon. That came out yesterday. It's available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And I want to play a clip because I'm very, very excited about her 100th episode.
When you were talking about, like, it gets more fun, right? But the other thing that happens is if there are things that don't feel truthful to us, I see it all the time in clients' businesses and in their lives. We end up avoiding them and not doing them. And they are the things that we get really mad at ourselves about because we don't do them and we don't do them and we don't do them. And we're like, crap, I really had to do that. And I didn't do it again. And crap, I had to do that. And I didn't do it again. And I'm really mad at myself and I'm frustrated and I don't know why I'm not doing this. It's because you don't want to do it. And you're not willing to own the truth of, like, this way doesn't work for you. And that, to me, part of being weird is owning that, like, just because there's 10 ways to do them and most people like way number 2, if way number 3 is better for you, then do way number 3. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Episode 100 of Everyday Enchantment is available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube. You can watch it. Hey, speaking of watching, thank you for 41,000 views of this here program. I get to do this every day with y'all and have amazing people like Amy on the show. And I thank you all for watching. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, sharing, following, all the things. Wherever you do it, please do it for our show because we get to do this every day. And I want to continue to do this for a long time. Speaking of doing it again, on tomorrow's show, we've got Shelly Devine is here. She's a life artist, and we're going to hear all about that tomorrow on the show. And I hope you join us. Go make your day richer. Go make someone else's day richer. Go pre-order the book from Amy, and we'll see you tomorrow, everyone. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.